Do you belong in a nursing home? They said while I was still grieving. My daughter-in-law said it calmly, right there at the dinner table, as if she were talking about groceries or weather. Her voice didn't rise. There was no anger in it, just certainty. My son sat beside her, staring down at his plate. His fork paused in mid-air. He didn't stop her. He didn't look at me. He said nothing. I didn't answer either. I folded my napkin once, carefully, and placed it beside my plate. Then I stood up and carried my dish to the sink. The sound of running water filled the kitchen, louder than it should have been, or maybe I was just listening harder than usual. It had been 9 days since my husband's funeral, 9 days since I stood beside his casket, accepting quiet condolences and casseroles from people who meant well. 9 days since I came back to this house alone, the same house I had lived in for over 40 years, the same table where we raised our son, the same chair my husband used to pull out every evening before sitting down. That chair was still there, empty. No one mentioned it. The pot roast had gone cold. I could smell rosemary and onions, the way my husband liked it. I had cooked out of habit, not hope. Food was something I still knew how to do without thinking. My daughter-in-law cleared her throat and started talking about options, about places with nurses, activities, safety. She used the word temporary, as if that made everything softer. My son nodded once, slowly, like he was agreeing to something he didn't want to say out loud. I looked at him then, at the boy I used to walk to school every morning, holding his hand across Maple Street. He wouldn't meet my eyes. I didn't argue. I didn't ask questions. I didn't cry. Later that night, I sat alone in my bedroom. My husband's sweater was still folded at the foot of the bed. I hadn't washed it. I hadn't moved it. The room smelled faintly like the soap he always used. Cheap, familiar. Downstairs I heard laughter, a TV show playing. Normal sounds as if nothing had happened. That was when I understood something I hadn't allowed myself to see before. This wasn't about my health. This wasn't about my safety. This was about control, about space, about what comes next, now that my husband wasn't there to stand between us. They thought grief had made me weak. They thought silence meant agreement. They thought I would follow quietly, because I always had. They were wrong. If you want to know what happened next, subscribe to the channel and like this video. To watch the full story, click the link at the bottom left of the screen, or check the description.